Hello everyone. In this video we are going to explore a new feature of LuBan. It is called Channel. So we open the LuBan window, go to File, Create, Photo Magic. If you are on the latest version, you should see Channel on the drop-down selection box. Channel is an advanced form of box, so let's briefly review what box can do. If I select a box and choose a black and white image, I select a ring type of image, then the box can create a lid and a base, and they form a box 3D printed. They form a box that can be 3D printed. So I'm pressing E, keyboard shortcut E to explode it, and then I press R to restore the view, just to see what is inside. And in the box we have an inner pattern. We can choose hollow box. So in this case, the center hole will be integrated as part of the box. Many users have tried the box function, and they can put LED light strip in the box to illuminate the box, so that they can get a beautiful lighting, customized shaped beautiful lighting. For instance, you can select an eagle shaped box, and then you put LED strip in the box to illuminate it. Channel is a better version of box. What channel does is that it will create a channel along the edge of the pattern. So you can put LED light strip in the channel to illuminate the edge of the selected photo. Wait, let's go to the channel function. I will briefly review the settings. So let's first look at the corresponding channel of the same image, the eagle image. If I press E to open it up, you will see that a thin channel is created along the edge. You can press R to restore the view. We can also use the other keyboard shortcut J. Then I can highlight the base of the channel, or the cap of the channel. The cap is for you to cover the channel. If I delete the cap, yes, then only the base is left. This is what you see as the channel. And all the control parameters allow you to tune the settings, different geometrical configuration of the channel object. So let's take a look. Firstly, you can obviously change the model size X and model size Y. In most LuBan functions, when you change X, hit the Enter key, Y will change accordingly. So the sizing is fixed ratio. Some users are curious about how can we do non-uniform sizing or scaling. In order to do that, you have to save the STL and go to Object Transform. In Object Transform function, you can select whether the scaling is uniform or non-uniform. Otherwise, in all other LuBan functions, the sizing is uniform scaling. The next parameter is channel width. In order to see this, we have to explode. We have to explode the view so that we can see the channel, and maybe it is best to delete the cap. I will delete the cap, and you can see it is quite wide with respect to the model size. If I reduce the channel width to 2 and then hit the Enter key, as you can see, the width of the lid is reduced. And if we delete the lid, we will see that apologies, I accidentally deleted the base. I want to show you the base. So this is the cap selected, then I'll delete it. Then this is the remaining base. The channel width is reduced. Channel height is the wall. It's the wall of the channel. Currently it is set to 5. You can set it to 10, for instance. And then we delete the cap again so that we can see clearly. Our channel height is increased. Wall thickness. Wall thickness refers to the two wall adjacent to the channel, to the middle channel. Current setting is 2. We can set it to 1, and then delete the cap. Actually, we don't need to delete the cap. You can see already the wall thickness is reduced. You can obviously enter a number smaller than 1. Apologies. I just want to make it transparent. So now the wall thickness is 0.5. Cap thickness refers to the thickness of the cap. If you look closely, the cap has 2 parts. The first half, the top half, is to cover the channel. The second half, the lower half, is sitting inside the channel as a stopper. So the cap will not be easily moved, will not slide on the channel. So the lower part is a stopper. If you want to see it more clearly, you can enter 10. Then use keyboard shortcut E. Now this is the cap. The top half is sitting on the channel, and the lower half is sitting inside the channel as a stopper. And usually you set it to 1 or 2. That's basically enough, especially if you want to put LED light in the channel to illuminate the object. If the cap is too thick, the light will not penetrate. Base thickness, similarly, base thickness refers to, let me use the cutting tool, the clipping tool. Base thickness refers to the thickness here at the bottom of the channel. And I can enable the edge line. So this is the base thickness. I can increase it to 4 in order to view it more clearly. Now the base thickness is 4. Okay? Excuse me. Finally, the tolerance of the channel. By default it's 0, but if you 3D print, and usually you 3D print the channel, I recommend you use a negative value. In this particular function, if you input a positive value, hit the enter, you will get a warning dialog box. Tolerance must be less or equal to 0, and its absolute value smaller than the half of the channel width. So let's set it to negative 0.2. When you set it to negative 0.2, okay, before I explain this, I have to increase the cap thickness. The lower part of the cap is going to be slightly smaller than the channel width. How much smaller? It is 0.2 on the left, 0.2 on the right. It leaves a 0.2 gap on both sides. So it is 0.4 smaller. This is reserved for material expansion after 3D printing. If you set 0, it will be a very tight fit. And many users will find that the cap cannot be pushed into the channel. Only when you set it to negative 0.2 or a negative value, maybe negative 0.3, can you fit the lid into the base. And you can see this if we use the transparent mode. Maybe not that clearly, but I think there are some ways you can see this cutting. If I set it to negative 1, the difference will be very clear. But the channel width is 2, So channel width, let's set it to 2.2, and then I'll set the tolerance to -1. Make it transparent. If not clearly visible, restore. I hope there is a way that I can easily make it visible to you, but maybe not. Anyway, you get the idea. If you use LuBan before, you know what the tolerance is for. It's for fitting of the two objects. And that is all about the channel function. If you are on LuBan Facebook group, you will see that I mentioned the channel function is going to be a game changer. I hope I'm not bluffing. It is, because compared to the box, where many users have used that method, compared to box function, channel let you make light container very easily, and it is much more beautiful than the light that you could make from the box. You can easily do the text channel. Now I'm creating LuBan text channel. The channels are already created. So base 2 cap 2, base 1 cap 1. As you can see, these beautiful channels are created for you to fit your LED strip inside, and you can do any text with a simple button click. If your size is not that big, if your model size is not that big, you'll see some channel might merge together. Like for the A, the channel is not that clear. This is due to the small model size. Let us either you have increased the model size or you reduce the channel. The channel width here is already very small. If I increase the channel width to 5, it's going to look more blurry. The way to fix this is to increase model size X 200. These letters are not connected, therefore the channels are not connected. These channel objects are not connected. You will find 5 objects, 5 base and 5 lid. And using the select tool, you can see each of them. Okay. And with the text tool, you can easily change the font. We can use Times New Roman, for instance. The previous one was Arial. So this is Times New Roman, and this is again a beautiful channel object. Since Times New Roman has small features like the corners on the text, I'd recommend you further increase the model size or reduce the channel width or wall thickness. Reduce it to 3, and now it becomes better. The A is still not perfect. The A channel is still not perfect. Let's increase the model size to 300. Now the A is more beautiful. As you will see, when you put light strip in the channel, you are going to get very beautiful lighting objects on your 3D printed channel objects or advanced box objects. In the box, everything is blocky. You have to fill in LED strip, and sometimes the LED strip is moving inside the box. Your illumination won't be uniform. But with the channel method, you can put LED light strip tightly in the channel, and they won't move easily. So I believe the lighting that you make out of the channel object will be a lot more beautiful than what you did with the box. Thank you very much for your attention.